Hello, my name is Richard Dunn, and I'm here this morning with Larry Miner. Larry, how you doing, sir?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. Glad you're here. Larry is the Executive Vice President and General Manager for MICA Steelworks here in Kaufman, and we're going to chat a little bit today. We've been doing a series of videos for the Chamber of Commerce just so you get to know the organizations that are here, what they do, and what they mean to our county. So, Larry, it's good to have you today.
Well, thank you.
Glad you're here.
Nice to be here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. So tell us a little bit about MICA Steelworks.
MICA Steelworks, they bought Falcon Steel August 2nd of this year. Very, very proud to have that happen. I've actually known MICA Corporation and the owner, L.C. Tubbs, for 35 years. Okay. They were one of our largest customers. And what they do is they put up signing and lighting for Texas Department of Transportation.
Okay.
So we build the structures they put up. So when Falcon got into some financial issues, he came in and bought the assets. And what I was very proud about was he could have let it go to bankruptcy and got a better deal.
Sure.
Okay. But he didn't want to do that because he wanted to keep the people. So he bought the assets. Now, he didn't buy the debt, he bought the assets. And so he's looking forward to, working with the local vendors to help us keep us supplied, and he's very, very big on that. And looking forward to a very long future. He's actually putting a lot of capital into the company. He's going to make improvements, cleaning up, and he's actually already joined the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, that's good.
So that's very good.
Very good stuff.
Very good.
What we want, yeah.
And it's just a very, very exciting time because I've been at that location since 1984.
Okay.
And I've seen its ups and downs, and now then that we have stability, and he has a very good business model. He's a good Christian family. It's all family owned. They live in Texas. Right. They live in Fort Worth. It's just a great combination. It's going to be great for the community.
Yeah, I think people want to know that, okay? We want to know the businesses that are in Kaufman County. Kaufman County is still, while it's growing incredibly fast, we still have that small town feel. Absolutely. And so you like to know the businesses that are around you, and you like to know that they're family owned and there's a concern, for the employees, for the people. In fact, you told me that one of the amazing things out of the acquisition that took place is you were able to keep almost all the employees from Falcon.
Yes, and that was his goal, because it's not the facility that makes a company, right. It's the employees.
That's right. And
some of those employees have been there in excess of 50 years.
Wow.
So these are true craftsmen.
Yes.
At what they do. A lot of people don't know what we do. And then we get to that. What we build is steel structures for the utility companies like Encore, TXU, right. Reliant, and we build Texas Department of Transportation products. So it's an integral part, because we're one of the last lattice fabricators, and what I mean by that is it's bolted connections of angles.
Right.
Okay. That's U.S. owned and operated inside the U.S.
Well, that's important. We like that.
Because if you think about it, you see the big transmission towers, right. that carry electricity from city to city.
Yes.
Well, we build those.
Okay.
We just got through building the Great Northern Transmission Line going from Minnesota to Canada.
Wow.
We wrapped that up this month. So we've done a lot of high-profile projects, but our core business is medium projects, profitable projects, and TxDOT projects.
Good.
So very excited about the future. Very excited about the future.
And you're a pretty large employer for Kaufman County, right? How many, just roughly, how many employees do you have
We're
on site?
running right now about 145 to 150.
Okay.
We have our own galvanizing plant. We also do third-party galvanizing. That's hot dip, and if you ever seen a chain link fence, that's the coating. Okay. So and it makes steel last from 30 years to 75 to 100 years.
Yeah.
So it's a very different business. If you've never been in the steel business, it's not like any other animal.
Right.
And the good thing about MICA owning us is they had a plant in Brookfield, Missouri, So they've been in the steel business a long time, and he understands the ups and downs, and it's just a partnership led by God, you know, and they are a good Christian family.
Well, that's good to know. And again, it really was a very smooth transition, wasn't it? I told you when we were talking, I really wasn't aware of the transition until I happened to drive by one day and saw the sign change.
Yeah, and that's about how fast it occurred. It kind of started in June, and they got things worked out, and here we are, August 2nd, you know. And so still got a lot of things to work out. They're going to be a big part of the community. I don't know exactly in which way. Like I say, they've already joined the chamber.
Yep, good start. That's a good way to start, okay? Yeah.
So, because it's important, you know, he's always stressed quality of life, so he always wants to benefit the community that benefits his employees, because most of the employees live in the Kaufman area. So he's very cognizant of that.
Right. Well, we're looking forward to that, because that's really a big deal in Kaufman County. People like to see those organizations be a part of the community, because they really are a part of the community.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there's some exciting things coming with that.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me, what do you do? What's a daily routine for you over at MICA?
I put out fires.
Okay. I understand.
No, my daily routine is helping to oversee the projects going through the plant and making sure that they're delivered on time.
Okay.
And then when they're not delivered on time, I'm the guy that gets the phone call.
There you go. Okay.
So and I help oversee the galvanizing operation. So I'm kind of the buck stops here out of that plant.
Okay.
So, you know.
So you said in 1984 you came to Falcon Steel. How did you wind up at Falcon Steel?
Well, I had just gotten laid off at my previous job.
Okay.
I knew the man. He was actually my uncle, was the vice president. He would never let me work for him.
Yeah.
He said, I don't believe in nepotism.
Okay.
So he looked at me, he said, okay, since you haven't got a job and you just got married, I'm gonna give you a chance, but I will ride you harder than anybody else. And I started out in the shop as a #1 grinder.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I worked in the shop for 2 or 3 years, and then they realized I wasn't very good at it. And so, but I did have a knack in drawing. And so they put me in the template room, and that's where you actually draw a template on cardboard and make a plate from it. And then from there I went into drafting and did all the textile processes and the drawings. We developed those to do the structures. And then I got into upper management and just worked my way up.
Wow. So you're really a great example of someone who could start at that kind of beginning entry-level type position, I guess, and then move all the way through the company. That opportunity is always there.
It's always there, and I still, because of that, I tend to promote from within.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people know how to do what we do.
Right.
So you train them and you bring them up, and most of my managers have been there. That's the way it started.
Wow. Well, I think people like to know that. You like to see companies that build from within. And I know that those initial startup jobs, they're pretty tough jobs, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
It's labor intensive. It's hot. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And but good Lord saw me through it, and you just never give up.
Good character building, isn't it?
Yes, it's very good character building. And plus, as you manage these people, you know what it takes to do their job. Yeah. And you can understand when they're having a bad day and they come to you, you can kind of be a little bit more understanding because you've been there. You've been there.
That's a good point. Yeah, you've actually been there. You know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah. So we try to make it as good as possible, but you are messing with steel at the end of the day.
That's true.
It is what it is.
It's a hot, hard job, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Well, listen, tell me a little bit about yourself, you and your family.
Yeah, I met my wife actually in first grade.
First grade?
Yes,
okay.
In first grade. We didn't start dating until we were juniors. Our first date was the junior prom.
Wow.
And we've been together ever since.
Good.
Our 36th anniversary, and I'm going to remember this because she will kill me.
Very important, yes.
Is November 11th.
Okay.
So
coming up quick.
Coming up quick. I don't know what to get her. 36, I don't know. But we were actually married at this facility.
That's what you were telling me earlier. We're by the way, we're at Community Life here in Kaufman doing this filming and kind of in the newer part of the building, but you were married in the old Trinity Baptist.
In the old Trinity Baptist, and I helped my grandparents help start this Trinity Baptist, and I actually helped hung some of those rafters. Wow. So this is a very, very, I just can't get over the facility.
This is pretty amazing.
It
You've got
is
the new
amazing.
sector, but the old facility is still there. They're using that very well. Yeah. But you told me that earlier. That was a pretty cool story. I like to hear that. That everything kind of comes back together. At some
it
point,
does,
doesn't it?
you know, and the Lord works in mysterious ways. You know, it's amazing to see what God has built.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, he really has, and this is a good place. So it's interesting that you're a part of that. So again, excited to know that you're here and in the community and the changes that have been made. I think they're going to be fantastic for Kaufman and fantastic for people to come and get employed. If you had just kind of one last thing to talk about for yourself or talk about MICA, what would you like to tell our audience?
I'd like everybody to know that we're going to be here for a long, long time. He does believe in doing business in the community, so we look forward to working with all the local vendors, and we look forward to making everything good. We're very proud of what we do. We're very proud that we build the structures that we build because it affects everybody's life.
Right.
That's the reason I stayed in this business. It's very nice to drive down the road and say I had a little.
That was there. That's good.
We just got through. We did the 635 project, and we're fixing to start working on the new. They're fixing to rip up 635.
There's always 635 is always under construction.
So that's going to be fun, and it's going to be a several-year project. But we're looking forward to working with MICA Corporation and making a success of it all. And we're very, very proud to be here.
Well, I'm glad, and I really appreciated talking. You have a great L.C. Tubbs, the owner. You just talk very highly of him, and y'all have been friends for many years.
Yes,
and it's exciting to know that a man like that with that kind of character integrity is taking things over and has done such great things over there.
Well, thank you very much. It really is exciting for us.
All right. Well, listen, I'm here with Larry Miner from MICA Steelworks. Again, we're doing these so that you get to know the community a little bit better and what goes on in the community and the organizations that are going on. Want to remind you that when you see this video, I know you're on social media somewhere, okay, you need to like it, you need to share it, let everybody see so they know more about MICA Steelworks. Again, thank you for your time.